military budget.
Terrible. The money's going to the military. I'm feeling awful.
Trust me, if you're breathing, you're doing good. We're talking about, I'm looking at unfunded mandates. We're talking about educational unfunded mandates. And we're looking at, in fact, $1 million in the state of Maryland of unfunded mandate opportunities, where we had a balanced federal budget that had appropriate but much smaller military spending. Those monies could be sent down to the states that would take care of unfunded mandates. We're saying where and what type of unfunded mandates we're talking about. We're talking about where we charge no fees for adult education, where we provide resources for bilingual education, where in fact we provide counselors and school health facilities so that our children who need physical and mental health while they're in school can have the appropriate attention. We're talking about when we have students who are now especially African American students, who are now labeled as special needs students, can get the counseling at an early age so they don't go into special education programs and fulfill the benefit of their life. We're talking about venues that would lower the dropout rate in the state of Maryland. We have a number of police, counseling, sociology, and psychologists that have met over the last several years and have formed a group of about 4,000 professionals. They've done the studies. They have said in the state of Maryland, if you lower male dropout rates by 10% for the state of Maryland, the state would benefit $440 million annually. You understand that? $440 million annually. You can't lower dropout rates if you don't have the resources and the personnel to lower dropout rates. Education is already burdened, and we're talking about this governor saying they're going to cut the education budget by $97 million in this upcoming fiscal year. How can you benefit? How can your children benefit if you lower the education budget? Those resources need to come from somewhere, and in the past, they've come from the federal government. Now, how can they come from the federal government when we're spending so much on our military budget? You know, we have the Tea Party folks, we have Republicans, we have some DA dumb, you know what, Democrats, who were saying, yeah, we can cut the social network, we can cut the social net, and it will have no effect. Or they turn a blind eye. How can you afford to turn a blind eye when in fact you have, and I will give you an exact name of turning the blind eye. We have, I'm trying to remember this gentleman's name, Wesley Baker. This is a real person. Wesley Baker first OD'd at the age of 12 on drugs. Okay, Maryland, the state of Maryland did nothing about Wesley Baker ODing at the age of 12. Okay, Wesley Baker was in and out the system and didn't have the resources to help Wesley Baker. He finally graduated when he killed Jane Tyson. And then Wesley Baker, the state said, okay, we're going to handle you now. We're going to give you the death penalty.
Off, please.
Everybody. Yeah, it's not right.
Okay. We gave Wesley Baker the death penalty. Wesley Baker was killed, I think, in 07. He was killed. Yes. Let's phrase that. But Jane Tyson didn't need to die either. But we turned around and don't give the safety net that we need to give for these individuals who are slipping out of society. And then when they do bad things, oh, we can take care of you now because we can give you the death penalty. You know, we need to do better. We are a society that needs to do better. And I think with the resources here in this room and across the country, and let me explain something. Most of Black America doesn't understand, but the NAACP is a proponent for reducing the military budget. The NAACP, the national NAACP, is coming out as being against the war. We need to inform more folks about where we, as our national Black organizations, stand. Because some of us, especially here in Montgomery County, have gotten very comfortable. And we believe that, oh, some other folks know what's right. And how can you say, because you're not in the government, what's right? Well, when you have education, you understand. which, by the way, let's fight and keep PBS on target. PBS tells us what to do. PBS gives us the information that we can fight with. Thank you.